That's a fine shot. It's gone through. It's holding up on the outfield and gone for 4. He's dived too early. Fine shot. Fine shot. Races to the boundary for 4. That's a superb shot. Pulled away again, a little too short. Tugged away and won't go all the way, and he's skidded.
It's too short again, and that is hammered away for 4. You just get the feeling that Graham Smith is sitting back and waiting for those short deliveries. Beautifully played again, this time through extra cover for 4 more. Goodness me! Wow! What an outstanding catch that was from Dwayne Smith. Absolutely sensational. That's livened things up a bit at this ground.
It certainly has. Brilliant catch from Graham Smith, diving off to his left, getting rid of the South African captain. Coming forward, Graham Smith driving low to his left, and Dwayne Smith doing the rest. Beautiful catch, brilliant, and this should lift the West Indian spirit somewhat. Caught Smith, bowled Bradshaw, South Africa 43 for 1.
That is a fine shot. Short boundary as well, and it's gone for 4. Very good placement. Just opened the blade of fraction there to Butcher Dipena. He's got himself another boundary. That is a fine stroke indeed. And short and away. That is a huge over. Line and length certainly has been upset from Darren Powell in this over. And Butcher Dipena is playing superbly at the moment. His strike rate is at 110.7. And he's got 14 off the over. 65 for 1. Wow, that has gone for half a dozen. That is an amazing shot. A step or two, giving himself some room, and exercise for Darryl Hare.
That's gone. Anything that full will go over the top. Mid off, mid on, in. Got a change in the commentary box. Tony Koja is with Jeffrey Dujon.
Square on the offside. And that's gone for 4. He's had to tiptoe around the boundary. It's quite soft out there. So Dwayne Smith has now gone for a couple of boundaries in this over after 2 accurate first overs. Straight down the ground. And it's gone for 4.
He's launched that one as Butcher Dipena. He is not moving either, and that's why. Just one bounce and over the rope for 4. He's launched that one as Jacques Callis, and it has gone a long, long way. It's not the biggest boundary. He's picked himself up 6. It's another good shot for 4. Beautifully played. He knew exactly where the field and it wasn't. That'll bring up the 50 for Jacques Callis. That's through. And 4. Threading the needle.
Smacked back over his head and gone for 4. You just feel that whenever Jack Callis feels like he can open up his shoulders and spank the ball away as he did then. Second one-day international 100 for Botha Dipena. This is the ground on which he got his first-class 100 back in 1996, and now he gets his second in one-day internationals. Botha Dipena has played superbly. Flawless innings here. Seen South Africa to 196 for 1. just over his head. Gone for 4. Thick edge, just wide of Brown. Pulled away and will go. Just into the soft part of the outfield.
Now, this is in the air. Xavier Marshall is under it and takes a catch. After 2 drop catches, Ian Bradshaw finally gets someone to hold on to one.
Under normal circumstances, Ian Bradshaw would have been celebrating when he saw that ball heading down to long off. But he held his breath instead. After the recent experiences, anything was possible. Held on well though, Xavier Marshall. Took it comfortably. And finally, the West Indies managed to hold on to one. Finally, the end of both of the Pinard's innings. A fantastic knock though. Strike rate in the high 90s. 237 for 2.
Straight to Chris Gale and out. Callis is gone for 87.
They needed this wicket, the West Indies. And again, the age-old theory, full and straight. It turned out to be a low full toss, but those still aren't very easy to get away. And Chris Gale, the tallest man on the team, was in the right position. Excellent innings again from Jacques Callis though. It's 251 for 3.
Oh, that's not quite what Shivnarine Chandapal would have wanted. Nice stump full toss. Now that is close. That could very well be out. Umpire Nichols calls for the television umpire. Shivnarine Chandapal is the fielder. And that could be the end of Kemp.
That is the end of Kemp. Once he hit, that would be the end. And not many occasions we see the West Indians hitting the stumps, but this time Chandapal does. And he's a long way out. He knows he's not waiting on the third umpire, the television replay umpire, to send him. He's halfway to the dressing room at the moment. It's 258 for 4.
Wonderful stuff from the West Indies.
Full and straight. I think people will be tired of hearing me say this now. That aspect of the game has never changed. Those stumps do not move unless you hit them. Full and straight. They miss, you hit, and he heads back to the dressing room. It's 260 for 5.
Bravo. That's very well placed. Lara's after it, but he has to give up the chase. What wonderful placement from Herschel Gibbs. It's his first ball he's faced as well. Not good. Not good again. Leg stump is the line. Well played from Gibbs. Had to find the gap, and he did well. It's in the air. And taken. Dwayne Smith again. You cannot keep him out of the game. How well has he fielded today?
Both Dwayne Smith and Xavier Marshall had a chance of getting to that, but I think when Xavier Marshall realized that Dwayne Smith was coming. He just bailed out. There he goes, allowing Dwayne Smith to go all the way, and a good catch. It was still going away from him, Dwayne Smith, when he took that catch. It was still a little bit away to his left and over his left shoulder, but he's a good fielder. Herschel Gibbs goes 11 from just 6 deliveries. It's 276 for 6.
No, this is going to be 4. In fact, a 4 of the last boundary completes the innings.
Edged and gone. Eddie Nichols finally puts the finger up.
There certainly was a sound. There was loud enough noise to encourage the appeal from Entini and company. Seemed to brush the outside edge. Entini was absolutely certain that he hasn't looked back at the umpire yet. But Marshall is gone for 15. It's 48 for 1.
Bowled him off the inside edge. First ball duck.
Kensington stand is stunned. South Africa know how important this is. Just look and see if this does a great deal. Doesn't seem to do a great deal. Doesn't seem to nip back a lot, but it's a vital wicket. It's an important one, nevertheless, for South Africa. Nell knows that. He's animated. He's pumped. 49 for 2.
There's the 50 for Chris Gale. No real emotion from Chris. He knows what job he's got to do out there in the middle. Just a quick little wave of the bat.
Take on, Lara's gone, partnership broken. So an over in which Brian Lara took 2 fours. Now is caught in the deep. West Indies have lost their 3rd wicket and arguably their most important.
That was a big wicket for South Africa. Already had 2 fours in the over, Brian Lara. Not too sure that this was quite necessary. I think he was trying to go over the extra cover region and didn't quite get it because perhaps the ball came up a bit slower than he expected. But that wasn't really needed at this stage with already 2 fours off the over. The big wicket, 119 for 3.
There it is, 3 figures to Chris Gale. Number 10 in the one-day game for Chris, the 2nd against South Africa as well. He has played very intelligently today. Not the typical Gale knock, but they love it here in Bridgetown.
Is that gone? It's gone. Chandapal's gone. Langenfeld gets the breakthrough. Justin Kemp is the catcher.
Wasn't necessary. Just wasn't necessary. Already 7 runs off the over. But that's a wicket that South Africa will be hoping for. Going into the last 10 overs, you need to take wickets to slow down the team batting. It's 213 for 4.
Once again, Dwayne Smith aims across the line of the ball.
Andre Nell, whenever he's required to do something, he does it. Again, Dwayne Smith hitting across the line of the ball, hitting towards the mid-wicket region. He misses and Andre Nell cleans up. It's 242 for 5.
Gone. Taken. Sean Pollock has got the catch. Chris Gale is not rushing off the park. He has been given out. So Andre Nell again has picked up a wicket at a crucial time.
Fine innings by Chris Gale comes to an end. Left it drive. And well taken, low and close to the ground. by Sean Pollard. The scale. Caught Pollard bowled nil.
In the air, Andre Nell's getting close to it. Will he take the catch? Yes, he does. Courtney Brown is on his way back to the pavilion. South Africa have picked up a wicket at a crucial time again in this innings. The crowd has gone silent as well here at the Kensington Oval. And Andre Nell in the game again. Rakane has picked up his second.
Just a leading edge from Courtney Brown, trying to turn it into the onside, and safely caught at mid-arm by Andre Nell. Courtney Brown goes for 9. West Indies 281 for 7.
2 or 4. Bowling. Brilliant stuff from Charles Langerfeld. It's a lazy swing from Ian Bradshaw. It's all about a bit of tension in the middle right now. And Charles Langerfeld has done an outstanding job by picking up the 8th wicket.
Excellent bowling by Charles Langerfeld. Full delivery. Bradshaw guilty of playing across the line. Straight in at Midland off. Hitting leg. Bradshaw playing straight across that one. Didn't play anywhere near it. Not a shot that was needed at this point. Ian Bradshaw goes for 1. West Indies 283 for 8.
Powell on strike. Langerfeld again. Got him! Bowling! Brilliant stuff from Charles Langerfeld. 2 wickets and 2 balls. West Indies have lost their 9th wicket now. Powell disappears back to the change room. Remember, it's all about the West Indies staying alive in this series and South Africa winning the series if they get up in this game. Brilliant stuff from Langerfeld.
And it continues. Straight on the stumps, Darren Powell just having a wild swing at that and being bowled. I really can't believe that when he came out and spoke to Dwayne Bravo, as he goes for 283 for 9.
2 runs from 2 balls. Charles Langerfeld is also on a hat-trick, just to add something else into the equation. Corey Collymore on strike. He's got a hat-trick, I'm sure. That's out. He's got it. There it is. South Africa have won the match. They've won the series as well. Charles Langerfeld has been absolutely sensational. The celebrations have begun. They'll go on for hours and hours, maybe even days from the South Africans. The West Indians are absolutely distraught. It is a hat-trick for Charles Langerfeld. What an amazing finish.